Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
NC State's head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field's this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Here's a heat. Zings it complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Florida State. He got a step and just dusted the... You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing, it's another thing. Great start for the offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. this one out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They'll run this play from the pistol. Gets the back moving. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Now on first down from the 30. On the move. Can't get him to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Bailey. Got his man. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Maybe some room here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the...
Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just
Makes the catch, and he's free. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They go to the draw. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Singleton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. A lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Noles have their offense in high gear. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Wide receiver comes in motion. This is a designed run. Runs for the tackle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
The Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Takes his shot. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Man, those sting, man. 3rd down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
And the try is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Back to pass. The screen, he can go. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. Could be an alley. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Wilson to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. Touchdown, NC State! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, give on the inside. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They've got the screen set up. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On the move. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll pull it down and run. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Dropping back, it's Daniels. The sure hands, it's Wiles. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Made the catch, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and he stopped right at the line, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And man, I don't know that I love that play call. On fourth and short, as a defense, man, I'm going to play more man-to-man. I'm going to play more aggressive, more guys to the box to get some pressure. A slow-developing screen doesn't work. The defense is alert. They make the play, and they get the fourth down stop.
From the gun, running back on the move. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To throw, it's Daniels. Snagged out of the air. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with Iowa, taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Hawkeyes, looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside.
They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Fields the punt and looking for daylight.
Return is brought down at the 33. And your Florida State Seminoles will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And now the Wolfpack will call the first of the... Three timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
So now it's second and long. The give out of the gun. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Nowhere to go and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football and there he goes. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. He is in. Takes the fumble to... Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Oh, and that is a backbreaker for the offense. You're trying to drive down the field here in the second half to keep this thing close, and you cough it up. And not just that, David, it's a defensive touchdown now, starting to blow this game open.
So starting to get some separation, and here's the thing about this defense, man. It's one thing to create turnovers and to create extra possessions. This is another thing to know what to do with it when you get it. And they scoop it, had a plan, look at them running all the way to the house and add to their lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man. It's Lopez.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it on the counter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Trying play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. He's got it on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Line getting set on second down. They'll try the left side. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. The throw to the outside is complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all in that last play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. They'll run the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown Seminoles! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, the defense had been doing a pretty good job bottling this guy up. They knew that was a big key in this game, but this guy's got the ability where it just takes one, David, and that was the play right there. Nice vision, able to get into the open field, and his speed did the rest.
And that's why you keep handling the football. Like, he's going to get stopped, sure, but any given moment, he can make the big play for this offense. They'll keep feeding him because he is that dude.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Bailey. He's got him in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And the defense, got him at the 27. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Seminoles want to move quickly.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him, and they got him.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina State! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
35, Florida State, 16.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Makes the grab on the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Seminoles, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
It's complete. Turning it on. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The play action fake. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Noles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. The snap sets up to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
Number 64, set to advance on the football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. NC State heads out gearing up to go on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And that is great 3rd down and short defense. You're thinking up the middle. You got to react to something wide. Great job seeing the toss, stretching it out, making sure they don't get downhill, making sure they don't get the 1st down.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly. Hits the open man. Into the secondary on the right. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Give to the back. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And that just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that 1st and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. He'll take it himself. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.